Hey everyone, welcome back to Jill's Family, where everything I talk about on this channel is a product or a brand that's helped me or helped my family, or something we've learned from one of our mentors that we thought was important enough we wanted our girls to know. Last week we kicked off a new series called Give Yourself a Fighting Chance. And if you didn't see that video, please go check it out, but spoiler alert, we're basically looking at things to avoid us being on the wrong side of scary stats like 1 in 2 for men for developing cancer in your life and 1 in 3 for women and autoimmune diseases and all of those kinds of things. I like quick, I like easy, but I don't want any of those things. So what are little simple tricks, tips, best practices that we can share that we can all incorporate without really having to think about it that can actually have real benefit? So today we're kicking things off with what I'm going to call the fundamentals, which is creating that daily routine. And I know everybody, like there are so many videos, and you Google like how to create a good routine, you'll get 1,000 different results. So here are the top 3 that I got from friends that are all medical background. They're all way smarter than me and that actually had stats they could back things up with. Here we go. The Journal of Clinical Psychology says that if you can create a consistent, short routine, little things throughout your day, that it will lower your stress levels, reduce your chances of developing chronic stress. We're going to talk about that sucker in a minute. Improve your mental health and just make you feel better. I mean, who doesn't want to feel good when they get up in the morning? You may be dragging your butt out of bed because you're tired, but then once you're going, you want to feel good in the process. The avoiding the chronic stress one, though, that was really important because I get stress bad. Nobody wants it. We can't avoid it entirely, but chronic stress, super bad. My friend said, Jill, think of it this way. Chronic stress means you weaken your immune system. There's a crack in the door. Crack in the door means the stuff on the other side of the door, disease, viruses, those things, they can get in. So disease, bad. But then they also talked about things like you can start seeing little signs like cold sores showing up. And I went, oh, yeah, those are common. They're like, those are viruses. And then after that, if chronic stress continues, things like shingles, which I always associate it with like old people, but no, shingles and higher blood pressure. And then it was the fact they're like, look, there is a direct link between your gut and your brain. And so too much of this means all of a sudden you can start developing syndromes for IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Like none of these things are good. So what are these little tiny things that you can do? Top 3. 1, hydrate. I mean, everybody knows, drink your water. What I didn't get is, do you know you lose water while you sleep? I don't know where it goes, but it goes. So if you can start your morning with hydration, but it's not just about drinking tons of water through the day. I've got some friends that I don't even think you can call it a water bottle. It's like a jug, and they pride themselves on the fact they drink like 2 or 3 of these. So I learned that it's not just hydration, you need to include electrolytes. Because if it's just tons and tons of water, if you're not doing tons, aim for more. But if you are doing tons, you dilute your potassium levels, you dilute your sodium levels that your body needs. So keep doing the water, but throw an electrolyte in there with it so it keeps the balance. Flush the bad stuff out. I mean, we need to take showers. It's kind of like the shower for the inside. You need it. Number 2, move. Yes, you could stretch, you could do yoga. If you don't want to exercise, you could do it. You could walk. You could just go up and down your stairs a couple extra times. If you aren't running late, then maybe you park in the back. If you're running late, park in the front, but then still like maybe do a lap around the parking lot at the end of the day before you get back in your car. Or, maybe if you're like in class or sitting in front of a computer all day, then maybe you get up to go to the bathroom a couple of times. Even if you don't feel like you have to go, just move. You might be surprised if you're drinking more water, you might actually have to go. But the movement will get the blood flowing and will have a huge impact on you. And 3, mindfulness. And I get some people are very much into the meditation and the gratitude and all of those things, and other people are like, nah. So wherever you fall on this conversation, I'm just going to say, science states this is a supercomputer. So it only makes sense that we remind ourselves we program it. So don't you want to program it with stuff that you want? Even if it's not stuff that you feel you do great at now, program it in that you do, so your brain will start going to work at making you closer to the goal. So even if you're like so many of us that like the alarm goes off, you're still exhausted, you hit the snooze or you hit it, but these devices tend to get picked up pretty quick. Even if you just put something on your phone, like little affirmations that you say out loud to yourself around, I'm a good person, I'm in great shape, I have tons of energy, people love being around me, I'm helpful, like whatever it is that you feel that you want to put on there. If you don't want to say it to yourself while you're still lying in bed, maybe you put it on the bathroom mirror. Maybe you say it when you're in the shower, but program appropriately. All of these 3 things can be done super quick. None of them are hard. They're just going to take some conscious effort. But building those routines so that your body gets to the point where like, we do this every day and it's great. To put yourself on the right side of scary stats, to put yourself on giving yourself a fighting chance. I hope you heard my heart. I hope this was helpful. I hope you'll like, I hope you'll subscribe, and I hope you'll tune in next week when we share more ways to give yourself a fighting chance. Wishing you an amazing day. We'll chat again soon. Take care.